M73 here. Welcome back to issue 51 of Star Wars Build the Millennium Falcon. Let's see, in this issue, it's probably going to be pretty quick. I think we're just attaching a couple pieces of framework and a radial rib, and then we'll kind of pop on this panel just to see how it looks. Before we do that, we'll take a quick look at the magazine. This issue, so we've got the TIE SA bomber. I think that's just a normal TIE bomber. I don't know if SA means anything. Let's see, the TIE bomber pilots, I'm sure. Pod racing on Tatooine. Power cores, starship power cores. Probably like batteries, I guess. But I'm sure it's more advanced than that. Okay, so our next parts, yeah, we've got a radial rib, couple two hole connectors, two hull frames, and our hull plating. So, I guess without further ado, let's get started. We don't have too much to do, so probably be a very short episode. Having read through this, though, I'm going to kind of do things backwards. I'm actually going to do the radial rib and attach the radial rib first, and then attach it to the rest of the frame. I'm doing that because just for the stability of, you know, the whole assembly compared to installing, you know, individual panels by themselves. So, let's see, where am I? Oh, well, I guess we'll begin by opening this up. I guess I could put on, you know, all the two-hole connectors, but I kind of want to do this first. Okay. Throw our piece of paper away as always. Don't need that. We've got 3 connectors there. Just open up the framework bag to get all of our parts out. And now it is revealed to me that the screws, the long brass screws that we got in the last issue, are for the radial rib. So I'm going to assemble this first. So, golly, these things are slippery. They're slippery. Does it say how they go together? I mean, I know how they go together. They're going to go together like this, but that's going to be to the outside. Okay, so I think I'm going to put them on like this. Screws out here. Come on. Oh. Okay. Get one extra screw, which is nice. Again, don't forget to use your Loctite. Ooh, shouldn't need too much this issue. So I'm going to use my short screwdriver here. Coat this screw in Loctite. Whoops. And hopefully, I know the camera's kind of in the, there we go. And just kind of screw that down. Not completely tight yet. Let's grab our next screw. And then this one will go in all the way on the other end. Get our Loctite. Hopefully you guys can see this. Okay, I'm just trying to get it in my hand here. Okay, it's going in. All right, good. Alright, same thing with the next two screws. These should be much easier. We'll do the shorter one first since it's kind of flipping all over the place here. Ah. Plenty of Loctite is good. Alright. So now that we've got this one does kind of flip around a little bit, but once we get them tightened, I don't don't think that's going to be a problem. Okay. And okay. All right. Next up, we will have I think this is going to go like this right here. And then the radial rib is going to go, let's see here, I think from up here, yes, down this way. So for that we're going to need some small black screws, and it's like we are going to finally have to open up this big packet of screws from the I don't know if it was the last issue or when that was from. So I'll just set those aside for right now. We need 10 of those. We have 4 here. So again, dip your screws in Loctite. And do make sure they have a nice coating of Loctite on them. You can be as liberal with this as you want. The wetter the better, I say. Okay. Get the last of our first 4 screws. I'm just kind of putting like one here, one here, one here, and then one here, just to kind of join the whole framework together. I guess maybe in the next issue we'll probably get, you know, a piece for down here. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just guessing. There's definitely going to be another piece here, but I don't know if we get that. Yeah, it does look like we probably get that in the next issue. So, along with the main ring, which you really need that main ring for this this part, because there's so many holes and things like that in the frame. I think the battery box is going to go right in here. Or, I don't know. Maybe it's out here. I don't know. It's going to attach to the bottom of the frame. I've seen some pictures. If you go on to buildmillenniumfalcon.com, which is mainly the UK site, you can look at their forums, and they have all of the the build diaries up, which I think they're about 2 months ahead of us right now, because today they just released issue 58, and we are on issue, what is this, 51. So, a little bit, about 2 months ahead, a little bit less, but I think over December, when they had the big, especially end of November into December, when all of the shipments got delayed forever, and even in January, they really got things kind of caught up to the UK a little bit. Either that, or I complained so much that they finally put me right at the bleeding edge of all the U.S. subscriptions. I didn't really complain. I would just write in and be like, hey, what's, where's the next month? And just checking in, and they're really nice. The people I've spoke with at Model Space, which I guess is kind of the U.S. distributor for DeAgostini. Come on, get in the little hole there. Okay, again, tightening these down. Now this is rock solid right there. Rock solid. Got one more screw to put on back here. So again, I'm kind of doing this a little bit backwards. When I was reading through the instructions, I kind of got the impression that, hanging these individual panels off the main, or the rest of the hull, which was already kind of weak and flimsy. Well, I can't say it's flimsy, but there's just not much holding it together right now. And I thought, well, make sure all these screws are tightened down. I thought, well, I'm going to do it a little bit backwards, and hopefully, everything will come together. This right here, this weird 6-hole or 6-screw piece, who knows what, this is what the mandibles are going to be attaching to. Those kind of triangular pieces that fit on the front of the Millennium Falcon. Set that up there. Okay, so now we're kind of going to go backwards, and we're going to install these 2-pin connectors, or 2-hole connectors, I guess. Let's see, how many do we need? We've got one that goes up here, one that goes there. Screw that in, and then looks like, oh, one that goes right here. Okay, so we're still on. Can you guys see this? There's another 2-hole pin, or 2-hole connector that goes right here. So let's go ahead and install that one before we move on. Okay, Loctite. Trying to make sure all this is framed up. Okay, you can see. Okay. Screw, Loctite, 2-hole connector. So I know my hand is in the way. I'm sorry. I don't have a whole filming crew here to film this, so okay, so just trying to get these 2-hole connector aligned. Again, we're going to go back, dip this in Loctite. I'm pretty much coating almost the entire screw, definitely all of the threads. Okay, let me loosen this up just a bit. That'll make this one easier to go in. Tighten it down. Tighten that one down. All right. Okay, 2 more 2-hole connectors. And that's garbage. That's not garbage, but I'll put that up there for now. I'll have to take my waste can out here pretty soon. Okay. So attach these up here first, I guess. Oh, can't attach anything with a screw like that. I hate that gritty, grimy feel. That's the only thing I don't like about Loctite, is the the gritty, grimy feel that your hands get when you're, after you've got some on your fingers. Okay. Trying to kind of move my hands so that you guys can better see what I'm doing here. Okay. And guess I need another screw here. Ah. Again with the Loctite. Ah, come on now. Come on, get in the hole. Okay. Now, what we need to do is, wait a second, like this. So because we have these panels on here, it's going to be a little bit different, but I'm going to just slide these up under there. We're going to try to connect this panel on maybe. That'll help kind of align everything at least. There we go. Okay, that one was easy to go in. Okay, nice and tight there. Nice and tight there. This one down here is kind of the one I'm worried about because the, well, actually, it looks like it might actually go in there. I need a tad bit more Loctite though. Okay, got the Loctite on there. This square 4-hole connector, it just looks like it's not. Is it going in? It totally is like off. This feels so wrong. I'm gonna try to unscrew this ever so slightly. Guess I really didn't need to. Like this whole assembly right here feels like it's shifted too far this way, so, and I can even see like a little gap there, but apparently it's lining up with everything else. I guess the only thing I can really do right now is to just kind of sit back and wait until we get the radial ring in, and that should kind of help align everything. Now this panel here, actually, if I go clip all these panels together, they're all falling apart. So this is going to go there. again, this one goes up here. Like that. So that's essentially what we've got right now. We've got, you know, the top part will come down where the missile launcher will be kind of here in the front. The concussion missile launcher. The battery box is going to be right in here, I'm pretty sure. And, you know, pretty soon the hold is actually going to be right here where this square is. And actually, if I go set this aside and bring my hold in, which still isn't completely finished, but the hold is actually going to be right like right about here, like right where that square is, somewhere in this area right here. So so yeah, it's starting to get completed. Pretty cool stuff, guys. All right, well, that's pretty much it for issue 51. As far as I'm aware, we'll take another quick look. Yeah, everything else talks about some of the red and gray, and gray, yellow. I haven't actually. I'll have to go back and look, but I don't remember actually having seen tips on how to specifically mix certain colors, because I know the red isn't like a red that we can just go and get. You have to buy a red color, and then it'll be mixed, and then, you know, with something else, and then we'll be able to use, you know, it'll be a match for the original color. So that's pretty much it. The next issue is issue 52. We've got this hall corridor. We've got the ring to install. You know, no big deal there really. And then we get another sprue, but I don't think there's any plant-on details right now that we're going to be screwing on. But I don't know. I could be wrong. So issue 51 is done, and we will see you back soon with issue 52, the final issue of month 13. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed hanging out with me once again. I'm Brad M73. We'll see you next time for Star Wars Build the Millennium Falcon. Bye for now, guys.